What's happening? I'm Iron Man from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. I am the lifelong Laker and cover up everything in the NBA, especially Big D, the Dallas Mavericks, and one Luka Doncic. If you like this type of content, and I know you do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Like this video and leave a comment in the comment section of where you're watching this video from. I sure do enjoy speaking to people from different languages, different areas, different cultures. Gives me a nice strong point of view. I appreciate you doing so. Now, first off the bat, the owner, the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's gone through some rough times as of late. Talking about health issues, a very important issue. So I know the entire Cleveland organization been in and out of the hospital as a very serious issue to them. And two of the key components of keeping athletes healthy nowadays is getting lots of rest and making sure you get properly warmed up. So I definitely want to shout out, salute to everybody in the Cleveland organization for flying all the way down to the great state of Texas, American Airlines Center, and helping the Dallas Mavericks get properly warmed up for the big game on Sunday against the Rockets. Yes, the Dallas Mavs warmed up against the Cleveland G League team as they blew them out by like 40, count them, 42 points, and it also allowed them to get lots and lots of rest, so this should bode well. I mean, the most minutes played by the Mavericks was like 28 by Luka, so man, shout outs to the Cavs for doing that, man. That was really, really nice of y'all. I really appreciate that, so it should be a hell of a matchup. I mean, the Rockets went down to the wire. I mean, like the last shot of the game. I mean, it was a hard-fought battle against the LA Clippers, you know what I'm saying? So this was an easy breezy Sunday. I don't even know what the saying is. I don't want to say bad things about the Cavs. They are struggling, to say the least. Some people will be like, I don't care how they performed against the Cavs because the Cavs are trash. And I took that into when I'm watching the game. I'm not here to be a rah cheerleader type guy. But to be a good team, you gotta beat the bad teams, and if you want to be a great team, you gotta blow them out. They did that. They came in here, did the damn thing, blew these guys out the water, even though it was a close first quarter. Last time they played about a week and a half ago, man, they kept it close in like 3 quarters, and then like the fourth quarter they finally, mashed on the gas and then just accelerated past them guys. But this time they just took 1 quarter, they got properly warmed up, and they said, oh, okay, let's just go ahead and blow these guys out the water and let everybody get minutes. I believe 13 people played. Everybody who was suited up had an opportunity, broke off. Wow, man, I gotta tell you, man, I have given up on this because, listen, if you're beating somebody by 48 and then 42, and you got like 12 minutes the other day in a 48-point win, and then like the next game is like 42 and you still only play 8 minutes, what circumstance would have to arise for you to get big minutes? So I've given up all hope on that. And Courtney Lee played the same amount of minutes, if that tells you anything. After being like a year injured, but J.J. Barea came in and played like 12 minutes. Yeah, he's not going to play. He is just not, Carlisle is not going to play this guy. So, but I know the Lakers would love to have him. Another guy who hardly ever gets minutes, Boban Marjanovic. This guy, he acted like he had I think 12 minutes or something like that. So he came in there and did his usual thing. He was very efficient, set good screens in the post. I mean, he did his thing. He had like 9 points, something like that. Hey, he was great. He was great. I'm like Boban, but like I said, I take it with a grain of salt. If they play anybody they think they can't just blow out, I don't think these guys are coming off the bench at all unless there's a bunch of injuries, you know. So Brokoff got some minutes because it was a blowout and Seth Curry's injured. So, yeah. Speaking of that, Tim Hardaway. Oh, no. Forgot about my man Justin Jackson, JJ. This guy, the other JJ on the team. This guy came in there at like 23 minutes at like 19 points. He outscored just about everybody on the Cavs team except their rookie point guard / off guard, Darius Garland. Wow, he came in there, shot the lights out like 60-some%, I believe. It was a fantastic performance. Leave a message down in the comment section if you think this is enough to get him some consistent minutes. I'm not saying he has to start. I'm saying he should be starting over Dorian Finney-Smith, who had an okay game. It was lackluster, especially against low competition like the Cavs. Oh man, please let me know if there's any way, because like I said, the Lakers would love to have Brokoff and they would love to have Justin Jackson. He's going to be an emerging talent. Now, besides those guys, DeLon Wright came in and had a pretty good game. You know, his energy, man, his defensive pressure it's been tremendous. I mean, he's still not a great shooter, but man, he gets after it on the defensive end of the ball. He wreaks havoc and creates so much disruptive energy going through the game. I mean, it just everybody just feeds off of it. So kudos to him for, you know, doing what he does, you know, in limited opportunities, even though he was starting early in the year. Now, before I continue, I've gotten some information. Now, there's going around in NBA circles. Y'all need to make sure and stay tuned for the end of the video. Because, you know, being a lifelong Laker, you know, when Kobe was doing his thing, scoring points all the time, a lot of the talk and focus went on trying to stop Kobe. I mean, there were always, you know, guys who were like, hey man, I'm trying to get some attention to myself. I'm trying to get into this league. I'm a Kobe stopper. I mean, Ruben Patterson, I don't know if y'all know who that is, probably do not. Of course, because he was not a Kobe stopper, but that didn't stop him from claiming that title for himself. And people always got embarrassed talking about they were Kobe stoppers, but then there were coaches specially designing, you know, plays or defenses to try and slow this guy down and stop him. You know, there's rumors, there's talk around NBA circles that there's one coach in particular who designed a particular scheme to slow down and stop Luka Doncic. Okay, shout out to everybody watching from Warrensburg, LA, NY, great state of Texas, Big D, okay, Ljubljana, Slovenia. You know, did he go overseas to Slovenia and watch some of his talk to some of his old coaches? Has he scouted him when he was playing, you know, before he came to the NBA? You know, what exactly did he do? What exactly did he do to come up with this scheme to stop Luka Doncic? And will it get him some votes at the end of the year for Coach of the Year? If this plan actually works out, most of you, if you're not really into the NBA, you probably won't recognize him, but I will put a picture up of this young man at the end of the video. Make sure you comment about that. You gotta stay to the exact end of the video for that. But besides that, I couldn't find too much fault with this ball game. Like I said, they didn't just come in and win. They didn't come in here and struggle. They came and blew them out. And everybody's talking about, oh man, they won by 42. They had 143 points. I'm not even, man, let me tell you the good things that I saw about this game. Okay, usually, you know, the Mavericks, they shoot about, 30? They were shooting before this, like last week and a half, about 33% or something like that from three, which is horrific. But they shot like, I think 54% from this game from three. You're going to win. You are going to win. And I know The Cavs defense is like non-existent. It is horrific. They're like the second worst or like the third worst, defense in the NBA, hands down. They're playing a starting point guard who is a rookie. You know how that works with defense. And a second-year guard at the other. Oh, man, the defense is porous, and anybody can get buckets on these guys. I know. But you said, well, why did you think the defense was so good? Let me tell you why. They usually average about 103 points a game. Okay? All you can do is beat the people that they line up in front of you. No one's going to stop a professional NBA player from doing what they do. If they average 20 points a game, you want to hold them to about 18 points a game and make it more difficult than it usually is for them. And you've done your job on the defensive end. They usually score 103 points a game. They only scored about 101 points this game. About 101 points. They only scored 101 points this game. So they held them below their season average. That's fantastic defense. But I'm not just saying it was fantastic. I'm saying it was outstanding defense. Why is that? Because it's difficult to stop somebody from scoring in the NBA because it's not make it, take it. Every time you score, they've got an opportunity to get another bucket. Now, if you don't score a lot of points, that means you're waiting to the last seconds of the shot clock, and there's only a few finite amount of possessions. So they're not going to, even if they're the greatest scoring team in the world, they're not going to be able to score that many points because they don't have as many opportunities to score. But the Dallas Mavericks scored 143 points. They were scoring relentlessly. They gave them extra opportunities to score, and they still stopped them. That's why it was a fantastic performance by the defense of the Dallas Mavericks. So I've got to get some shots out. Kudos to them on that. They had Tim Hardaway Jr. starting again because Seth Curry was out, and he was knocking down buckets. Like I said, man, he's a streaky shooter. If he's knocking down buckets, his confidence is through the roof, and he is absolutely super difficult to stop. He had like 4 out of 6 3-pointers, like 66%. I mean, he's shooting lights out. He's on fire right now. He is on one of those streaks. He had like 16 points or something like that. He was great. He was great. I'm not mad at that. The only problem I have with his performance, he only had 1 rebound. You can't be that athletic. Come on. You can't be starting and only have, as an off guard, only have 1 rebound, especially all them shots that the Cavs missed. How do you only have 1 rebound? That's ridiculous. I mean, Porzingis, he had like 7 rebounds, and Luka Doncic, he's running point, and he had like 7 rebounds. How do you, as a shooting guard? Now you say, well, he had 4 assists. Okay, all right. More and more, he reminds me of Wesley Matthews, man. If he's not hitting threes, he's not contributing anything. Because that's all he's doing. It's like, I'm just going to take jumpers, deep jumpers, early in the shot clock. And if I'm hitting, I'm contributing. If not, then I'm a liability. But, hopefully, if they keep him in the starting lineup and send Seth back to the bench, I guess that's better than nothing, because they're definitely not going to put Brokoff in the starting lineup or even coming off the bench unless you're blowing them out by 40-something points. Against a trash team like the Cavs, which isn't going to happen anymore because they've already played them twice. But moving on from that, my boy KP, Kristaps Porzingis. I've been complaining about this guy. Not that, hey man, he needs to be dominating or anything like that. Well, he does need to show that he can dominate against crappy teams if you are indeed healthy. I'm not saying score 40 a game or anything like that and lead the team, but when you have the advantage, which he usually does on most nights, you need to show me that, hey man, once he gets back into the rhythm, this is going to be more of a normal occasion, him putting up big numbers like this. And I said, regardless of all that, you're still 7-3, 7-4. You have got to block some shots. You cannot have games of 0 blocks. Whether you're injured or not, you're still 7-4. Just block just 1. At least 1 a game. He had like 17 points in like 28 minutes, something like that. And that's 7 rebounds. That's cool, outstanding. This man had 4, count them, 4-man size blocks in the ball game. That's what I'm talking about. I think the Mavs as a whole, they only had 7 blocks as a team. He had more than half of the blocks. That is a deterrent. That is a deterrent. That's why the Cavs couldn't score no buckets. Because even when they dropped by the man, it's like, this guy is down here. He's been super active. And he is making me change my shot. Because I don't want to get it rejected into the stands. So kudos to you, KP, for that fantastic defensive performance. You see, you got somebody doing that, man. You can feed off of that defensive energy, just like they feed off the offensive energy of Luka Doncic, and he's been playing some pretty good defense of late as well. Now, we're talking about Luka Doncic. Man, I couldn't really find any faults. I only played like 28 minutes, like 30 points, like what was that, 14 assists, and like I said, 7 rebounds. It was pretty good. That's what you're supposed to do when you're an elite player playing against subpar competition. Only problems I'd had before is that he gets kind of lackadaisical as he tries to put on the show, and his turnovers are just through the roof. Man had like 14 assists and only 2. Count them, 2. Only 2 turnovers. That is ultra fantastic. Don't just take my word for it, though. Take a look at these highlights. Going for his 3rd straight 35-point triple-double. I love how they got Luka coming off the ball, give the defense a different look. You see he slices and dices opponents. Step back. You know what that is. 2nd year in the league. Colin Sexton. I don't even know what his name is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you throw out there. I like that. But it's not enough to stop Luka from doing what he do. Look at the, good God. Oh, you got to make that pass. Oh, they recognize the mismatch down here. I'm killing them from the outside. I'm killing them on the inside. I'm too big, too strong, too good. He's looking for the foul. They're not giving no respect. Get round, stab, and 1. Going to the free throw line, and he was knocking down his free throws. That's something he's improved on from last year's sidestep. Nobody can guard him, and I like Cedi Osman. He is a good up-and-coming player, but what a pass. What a pass. Tristan Thompson, this guy is terrible. He didn't even have his eye on the ball. He had no idea what oh my God. How can you take your eyes off what Luka Doncic is doing out there? You got to be aware. You got to have your head on a swivel. Look at it. He's directing the offense. I love it. They're running plays. It's not just a Luka shot. And he's still giving you fresh new episodes every time. Look at this. Colin Sexton's got to be like, man, I need some help. Oh my God. Oh man. This is way too easy. Oh man, Porzingis is getting easy buckets. They're just getting spoon-fed right now, like a baby in the high chair. They're getting spoon-fed easy buckets. This is way too easy. Oh my God, let's go right by him like a hot knife through butter. That's what I'm talking about. His offense is clicking. I believe he shot 50% from the 3-point line. He hit, I think, most of his free throws, if not all of them. I can't remember exactly, but he's been knocking them down at a superstar elite level. So kudos to you, Luka Magic, for doing what you do. I said before, like the weeks before, I was like, man, this guy could average like 12 assists a game if these guys would just knock down some shots. And they've been knocking them down lately. So, yeah, you see the results. It's not just Luka out there doing it by himself. It's like, man, I can't get no assists because they won't score, and it's super frustrating. They've been knocking them down lately, so I'm not mad. Hey, guys, you continue it on. He can continue his ascent into the MVP discussion. Now, I told you I was going to tell you about what I thought if this guy was going to make coaching here. I told you the way. I appreciate y'all sticking around to the end of the video. Like I said, there's been talks in NBA circles about a man who does some research on Luka Doncic, knows a lot about him, and has devised a plan, I guess the only plan that people around the NBA and I've been looking that they feel is going to be effective at stopping Luka Doncic. If you don't know who this man is, take a look at his picture. Is that man right there, who might get Coach of the Year for being the only person who's devised the plan to stop Luka Doncic. I didn't even say Luka Magic because he apparently doesn't believe in magic. He's the only person I've seen to be able to stop Luka Doncic. I'm talking about your boy, Rick Carlisle. The only way to stop this guy is to take him out the damn game. Take him out the damn game. He was like the first person who knows in how many years to get back-to-back 35-point triple-double. It's crazy. He could have had another triple-double. He only played 28 minutes. Just leave him in the daggone game. Just give him 4 more minutes. All he needed was 3 more rebounds and 5 points. He could have got that like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Come on, man. Come on. Listen, I know he's just like, I'm all about the team. I'm all about the team. I understand that. But 15 years from now, when you're cementing your legacy, and whenever you get ready to leave the game, you know what I'm saying? You be like, man, I wish I could have got a couple more of those historic triple doubles. If I just been in the game a couple more minutes. So I mean, this guy Rick Carlisle, he's the only one that can stop him. He decides not to play him, yank him out at the beginning, halfway through the first quarter, keep him out of the game, and beginning of the fourth quarter, all the 6 minutes. Who knows? He's the only one that can stop him. So man, if y'all got his number, if y'all can text him, let him know. Keep the restraints off of Luka and stopping this guy's legacy because he's on fire right now. And the only other person who's as hot as he is this guy, because you guys have been showing massive support for all the videos, leaving lots of comments and liking, and I appreciate that. So make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a brand new video. And as always, leave a comment in the comment section and smash that like button to let the algorithm and the people who run YouTube know how much you're enjoying these videos. I'm Iron Man from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records. Holla.